Welcome back, Guardians. So if you've heard of the Dream Breaker fusion rifle, but you don't know how to get it, I'm going to take care of that for you today so you can get your hands on one right now. If you don't know what the Dream Breaker is, it's a 660 fusion rifle, which is my favorite charge time for fusions. Timeline's Vertex is actually my favorite legendary fusion rifle, but this is going to be replacing that because I can get auto-loading holster, demolitionist, ionized battery, random perks like that I can't get on the Timeline's Vertex. I'll miss the Torch HS3 scope, which is my favorite scope for fusion rifles because of the hidden zoom perks and stuff that it has, but this one just kind of takes the cake over the Timeline Vertex because, like I said, demolitionist is beast. So here's how you get it. Take a look at my map. You go to the Hellmouth. If you don't know where the Hellmouth is, this is where you're going to be on the screen right here. You may notice if you go to the Fogoth battle and things like that, it's that area. You just walk in, you go straight to the back as far as you can, and when you reach the Circle of Bones, you're going to take a right. So I'm trying to fast forward this as much as I can and filibuster until I get to the Circle of Bones. So let's talk a little bit longer until we get to Circle of Bones. I don't want to fast forward it too fast because you're going to be like, what the hell's going on my screen? So I wanted to make it talk enough to where I can get la la la. So when you go here, you turn right and you keep following the path. There's a door you can go to the right, or you can go left and kind of go that little banister or like kind of balcony looking area. You're going to take that area and then take off that way and go all the way to the very bottom, and you're going to see a wizard down there, the yellow bar wizard. All you got to do is kill that wizard and it drops the artifact thing that you need that basically lets you unlock and get that from Eris. I don't know how I got this bounty. I just noticed it in my quest and I was like, what the hell, there's a fusion rifle Eris sells, and then I didn't know how to get it, so I had to figure out where the Catacombs was. And then I realized there's probably other people that don't know how to get to the Catacombs either, or how to get this fusion rifle, and they probably would like to know and what this fusion rifle is all about and if it's worth your time. This is it compared to Timeline's Vertex. This isn't my Masterwork Timeline's Vertex. I have my other one Masterwork for handling. The more handling you have on a fusion rifle, the wider your sweep shots can be. You can have two enemies spaced quite a bit apart and still be able to sweep over and get both of them, or all three of them, or four of them, all in the same sweep. So the more handling, the wider your sweep capability is on a fusion rifle. So if you've never had a Timeline Vertex and wanted to get the next best option, Dream Breaker is that option. And if you ever want to get a Timeline Vertex with random rolls on it, this is the closest thing you can get to a Timelines with random rolls. The only difference is no Torch HS3, which has that hidden zoom, and that higher handling that lets you sweep it, along with the Torch HS3 that also unlocks even better sweep shots and air accuracy and things like that. But you can put an Eris grip on this that you can't do on Timeline Vertex and kind of offset a lot of this, not counting the rolls you can get that can also offset some of the accuracy that this thing kind of lacks at range and things like that. Auto-loading holster and demolitionist is the role that I'm looking for. For the interchangeable perks, I think I would rather have enhanced battery or ionized battery, one or the other, since I won't ever have to be reloading it with demolitionist and with auto-loading holster. This is about the max range that it has before it kind of gets a little bit too spread out with the projectiles, and that's one thing you'll notice versus Timeline Vertex if you have a Timelines, is Timelines, the projectiles stay really tight at really long distances, and you won't get that out of Dream Breaker, but I'm still not knocking the Dream Breaker. I'm not going to do much of a review right now because the review is I'm about to farm the hell out of this because I think it has a lot of potential for speed killing and for the Hive especially, and a lot of the nightmare hunts that have a ton of solar shields sometimes. So this is kind of the gun I would go with right now if you're farming any of Eris's weapons. This is just my first Dream Breaker, so I'm sure there's probably other possible combinations that are maybe new perks I haven't heard about yet or something crazy, you know, but a 660 fusion rifle with auto-loading and demolitionist is the dream roll that I would like to have on my Timeline Vertex. So to get a 660 with those rolls on it is going to be extremely, extremely useful for many seasons to come after Shadowkeep. I'm not sure how I got the quest for it. Like I said, it was just sitting in my quest, and I was like, wow, a fusion rifle from Eris. And I didn't know how to get to the Catacombs, so I went and figured it out and thought maybe you might have that problem as well. So I wanted to solve that for anybody who's curious. Sorry I didn't review it that well, but like I said, the review is go farm this. It's a really good weapon and has a lot of potential. But you Guardians, take it easy. I'll see you all in the next video next time.
In space.